to the channel. Today we are going in the topic of performance management by Dr. Subhamanisini Nayak. First, we have the meaning of performance management, that is, performance management can be regarded as systematic progress by which the overall performance of an organization can be improved by improving the performance of an individuals within a team framework. Next, we have the evaluation of performance management. In the first phase, that the origin can be traced in the early 1960s when the performance appraisal system were in practice. During this period, annual confidential report ACRS, which is also known as employee service records, were maintained for controlling the behaviors of employees, and these reports provided substantial information on the performance of the employees. In the second phase, that continued from late 1960s till early 1970s, and the key hallmark of this phase was that whatever adverse remarks were incorporated in the performance reports were communicated to the employees so they could take corrective actions for overcoming such deficiencies. And in the process of appraising the performance, the reviewing officer used to enjoy a discretionary power of overruling the ratings given by the reporting officer. In the third phase, the word ACR was replaced by the performance appraisal. The key change was that employees were permitted to describe their accomplishment in the confidential reports. Beside inclusion in the rating scale, several new components were considered by many organizations, which could measure the productivity and performance of an employee in quantifiable terms such as targets achieved, etc. In the fourth phase, the appraisal process was more development driven, target based, participative, and open, instead being treated as a confidential process. In the entire process, the appraisee, that is, the employee, and the reporting officer mutually decided upon the key result areas in the beginning of the year and received it after every 6 months. In the review period, various issues such as factors affecting the performance, training needs of an employee, new targets, and also the ratings were discussed with the appraisee in a collaborative environment. The last phase, that is the fifth phase, that was characterized by maturity in approach of handling people's issues. It was more of performance driven and emphasis was on development, planning and environment. Importance was given to culture building, team appraisal, and quality circle were established for assessing the improvement in the overall productive employee productivity. Objectives are as follows: to enable employees towards achievement of superior standards of work performance, to promote a two-way system of communication between the supervisors and the employees, to help the employees identifying the knowledge and skills required for performing their job efficiency, to identify the barriers to effective performance and resolving those barriers through constant monitoring, coaching, and development interventions, to boost the performance of employees by encouraging employee motivation, implementation of an effective reward system, and the last one, to promote for personal growth and advancement in the career. Next is the scope of performance management. It follows as: first is the strategy formulation, it communication with stakeholders, it provides feedback, it evaluates and reward behavior, sets the benchmark of performance of different organizations, plants, departments, teams, and individuals. It informs managerial decisions making processes and encourage improvement and learning. Characteristics of performance management. Performance management is an important organizational tool to clarify performance objectives, standards, critical dimensions, and competencies to enhance individual performance. It emphasizes the development of capability and capacity of employees to perform consistently, coupled with the agility to respond to a changing dynamic business and work environment. Performance management works best when an employee's work is planned and goals for achievements are communicated. Performance management is a systematic and holistic approach to identify critical dimensions of performance. Next, we have the principles of performance management. Performance management is considered as a process, not an event. It follows good management practice in which continued coaching, feedback, and communication are integral to success. Performance standards for each major duty responsibility should be defined and communicated. Employee involvement is encouraged in identifying major duties and defining performance standards. Professional development should be an important component of the plan. If formal ratings are included, they should reflect incumbents' actual performance in relation to the performance standard for that major duty. The supervisor should be evaluated on the successful administration of the plan and ongoing performance management responsibilities. Training for supervisors and employees is encouraged and will be provided by University Human Resource Services. Next, we have the strategies for performance management. Performance management strategies help organizations achieve their goals by improving employee performance. First, we have reward based performance management. It refers to a system where employees are actively rewarded based on their performance levels, directly linking their achievements to tangible incentives like bonus, salary increases, or recognition programs aiming to motivate and improve overall organizational performance. Next, we have career based performance management. It refers to a performance management system that directly links an employee's performance evaluation to career development goals, aligning their work achievements with potential advancement opportunities within the organization. Third one is the team based performance management. Team based performance management is a process that helps team works together to achieve shared goals. Next is the culture based performance management that says it's a process that helps companies translate their corporate culture into measurable behaviors. The goal is to continuously improve the organization's culture. Measurement based performance system. It refers to a system where an organization was specific quantifiable metrics to track and evaluate employee or team performance. Next, we have the competency based performance management. Competency based performance management is a method of evaluating and improving employee performance by focusing on specific skills, knowledge, and behaviors. CPBM is a future based approach and there is emphasizes how employees achieve result rather than just what they achieve. Last one is the leadership based performance management. That is a process that involves leadership settings, expectations, providing feedback, and encouraging employees to improve their performance. These are some pictures that depicts performance management. Thank you.